In order to activate your Kwik brain, it requires novelty. Novelty and nutrition helps you to spur on neurogenesis and neuroplasticity, and actually helps you to create what they call brain-derived neurotropic factors, BDNF. Novelty does that. And so why am I right now in the bathroom? I'm gonna talk about the challenge today, which is to brush your teeth. You're like, Jim, I brush my teeth at least once or twice a week. I brush your teeth with the opposite hand. And now you're thinking, Jim, why would I want to do this? I'm going to set you up for success. So first of all, with challenge comes change. And that's what these challenges are all about. That information by itself is not power. Knowledge is not power, it's only potential power. It only becomes power when you what? When you apply it, when you utilize it. And that's the effect you want. Because having books or just learning new things but not applying it, your life is no better. And so we want to take knowledge and turn it into action so you can produce a result. And most of all, the purpose of these Kwik brain challenges is to get you to do different things every single day. They say that the average person has about 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day. The challenge is 95% of them are the same thoughts they had yesterday and the day before that. You can't affect real big change or transformation if you're doing the same thing, right? Because you know this, insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So I want to train you to activate your Kwik brain so you automatically want to act and apply. And the way we do that is by taking simple steps. You've listened to episodes we've done in the past on the power of habits. We've done episodes with Dr. BJ Fogg from Stanford University, 2 episodes with him on how to create new habits and how to break limiting habits. I advise you to listen to that episode. We also did episodes with James Clear on atomic habits. Listen to that episode. But all of them start with making little tiny steps. And so what I'm going to ask you to do every single morning as part of your morning routine, as you're brushing your teeth, using that as a reminder and a trigger, to try brushing your teeth with the opposite hand. Now, here are a couple of reasons. Number 1, it trains you to be mindfully present. Now, what's the benefit of that? Most people are so distracted, but how do you maintain your focus and concentration in a world full of app notifications and social media alerts and all these different things that are vying for your attention? You train the muscle of focus and presence. So when you're brushing your teeth with the opposite hand, it forces you to be in the moment. And that power of presence, that presence of fitness, that attention muscle that you're building to make it really fit, that will show up when you need to be present, when you're remembering someone's name. When you're reading something and you get easily distracted, it trains those muscles to be present with what you're reading and also studying. So that's number 1, it trains your presence and mindfulness. The second reason you want to use the opposite hand, there's research done at Duke University, the Department of Neuroscience and Biology, by Dr. Lawrence Katz. He wanted to find out how to keep seniors' minds alive as they aged. And what Dr. Lawrence Katz found was simple exercises like eating with the opposite hand or brushing your teeth with the opposite hand, where you're challenging yourself that we know that there's a mind-body connection, but there's also a body-mind connection. That as the body moves, the brain grooves, actually stimulates different parts of the brain. So what we're doing here as you're trying to brush your teeth with the opposite hand, it's gonna feel difficult, it's gonna feel a little bit weird. But the reason why is you're creating new neural pathways and you're clearing up the metaphorical traffic jam that's in people's minds when it comes to their memory. They're slow to remember things because that freeway is not clear. And so you're moving things around, you're challenging yourself in new ways, you're making new connections, because as your body moves, your brain grooves. Because we've seen research that if somebody has a stroke, for example, on the left side of their brain, if they are paralyzed, if paralysis manifests, it'll manifest on the opposite side. That one part of your brain controls the opposite side of your body and vice versa. But science is finding there's not just a brain-body connection, there's a body-brain connection. That using a different part of your body will actually stimulate a different part of your mind. And that helps you to build that brain-derived neurotropic factors, neurogenesis, plasticity, new brain cells, and new connections. And that's going to build your brain fitness, your brain muscles, if you will. So what I challenge you to do for those reasons, number one, trains your muscle of fitness. And number two, it trains a different part of your mind. And the third reason is you want to train yourself to do difficult things. Because here, I do believe the point of doing these challenges is with challenge comes change. That the treasure you seek is found in the work you're avoiding. And it trains you to take on little difficult things, because if you want an easy life, you don't do easy things, right? The easy thing is to procrastinate, to put things off. But the hard thing is to do the hard things, is to do the work that you need to do. Because if you just do the easy things, life is hard. But if you do the hard things in life, life becomes easier. So you're training yourself, and then first thing in the morning to do something difficult because you're training your muscles. So maybe it shows up in the areas where you need to make a call, a sales call, or you need to give a presentation, or maybe you need to fire somebody, you want to have a difficult conversation with them. And so because you built that muscle of grit, so that's the third reason. So are you up for the challenge? What I'm going to ask you to do is take a picture. You're like, I don't look good, I don't have makeup on first thing in the morning. Take a picture of you holding your toothbrush in the opposite hand, or maybe in the mirror, and post it if you're willing to. Hashtag Kwik Challenge, Kwik Challenge, and let me know how this works for you. And then the best thing about this is something you do for today, but then try it again tomorrow and the next day. Because I just read this post on Instagram. Many of us are connected with friends on Instagram and Facebook. One woman, they've been doing this challenge of brushing their teeth with the opposite hand, and they're like, Jim, it's so remarkable. Today, I actually didn't even realize halfway through brushing my teeth, I was doing it with the opposite hand. And what you've trained yourself to do is train yourself the ability to be able to create new habits. And if you want a different life, you need to change your habits, because first you create your habits and then your habits create you.